Okay, Middle Creek. This is a folio game by One Small Step in the Rebel Yell series. Middle Creek, especially after finishing setting up here. This is the complete setup here. These units are the Union. So the Union are moving like this, and these are Confederates, 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 and some Confederate cavalry over here. As a matter of fact, we have Confederate cavalry here and here. First, oh, all of this. First Kentucky here is cavalry and some independent cavalry. And I think, yeah. Okay. Middle Creek really does look like a great entry into the Rebel Yell system. Unfortunately, it looks to me like you need Rebel Yell information counters, though. But aside from that, well, I should say if you buy, well, I guess I don't mean get into the system to try it out. It's more like if you're going to get all of Rebel Yell, this is a good place to start. It's interesting. It looks very interesting. I mean, the scenario situation looks interesting, as well as the map looks nice. The counters. I mean, I'm starting to actually not. I'm not so hot on these unit counters anymore. So, what do I mean? I mean, so here's you got cross. First of all these unit counters have like a really nondescript field background view. I don't know. Cross sabers for cavalry. Okay. 4 is the was it morale? I think it is morale. Yeah. Base unit morale. P is the primary weapon type. So this is cavalry. So they're primary. Yeah, they're pistol armed. Back is, well, I guess you have stand to maneuver, and then stand to fire in the back. Anyways, formation changes basically. I was going to say, not so hot on this graphical presentation anymore, but I'm going to go with it here. But I kind of like the generic unit counters from the original Rebel Yell. Okay, Middle Creek. This looks interesting. Game setup and orders of battle. Okay, so it's also another good reason to think of this as a start to the system is it's really clear what you're trying to do. So we have 5 levels of terrain. This is the bottom level, this light green. You go up to this, I don't even know what you want to call it. It's kind of a mottled green. That's level 2. Then you come up here to this, actually it's really not distinguished very well. Here we go. Level 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5 is over here. It's lighter. Actually, you know what? It really is very light. You're going to have to, I guess, pay close attention, to be honest. But anyways, with naked eye here, it's not as bad as it looks maybe on the camera. But here we have these level 5 hexes here, level 5 hexes here. So we have these kind of like small peaks, or I'll say low peaks. There's one here, there's one over here, there's one right here. Actually, that looks like the main ones right there. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Anyways, really easy to figure out what you're doing. You want to control more of these low peak hexes, level 5 hexes. You want to control the most number of those. Control is the last, I think, good order unit to be in the hex. So easy to figure out what you're doing. That is the terrain. You basically have the clear up to 5 levels. You have one orchard hex here. It's kind of easy. Not an issue for line of sight, but an issue for firing through. You have the streams though. The streams here are they're a distinct kind of terrain. They're not hex side. They're stream hexes. Kind of interesting. That's really about it. And then all the woods here. So about what, half of the map is woods, but it's all light woods. Okay. Forces. Another good reason to start here is that you have about, you have about six Union regiments against 5, or I should say regiments / equivalents, and 5 Confederate regiments or equivalents. So again, you got 6 versus 5. Also, it looks like the Union are all infantry. The Confederates again have the cavalry I mentioned, and they have some artillery right here. Otherwise, they're infantry. So the Confederates have combined arms. Union do not at all. So maybe easier to get the rules, to get into the rules and get playing. The Confederates have unusually low morale. So 3 out of these 5 regiments equivalents have a morale of 4. Only 1, 2, 3. Yeah, out of the 6 Union regiments, 2 have a morale of 6 and 3 have a morale of 5. So that's quite a bit better than the Confederates. That matches the historical background for the battle. Now let's talk about CSA artillery. So again, you got these 2 artillery units here. Was it Jeffess's 1st Battalion of Artillery? Okay, there's something unusual here. So the CSA artillery ammunition was about 20 years old and was so defective as to be little more than a nuisance. The following rules describe the constraints on CSA artillery. So basically think of Rebel Yell artillery rules with these following changes or additions. So CSA artillery fire at range of 4 or more hexes suffers from defective ammo. So I was thinking in terms of Jefferson's artillery opening fire on these 2 Union regiments here, maybe. But that is a range of 8 and 9. Was it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8? No, yeah, range of 8 and 9. That's beyond the 4. Yeah, it's equal to or more than 4. So this defective ammunition rule would come into play. Basically, you're going to shift a column you're going to shift down a column, so you're 1 column to the right less effective at 4 hexes or more. No change to canister fire. That's range firing at 3 hexes or less. So that's significant. And then we have CSA ammo. So the CSA player, this is ammo in general. This is another rules section. CSA player may suffer from ammo depletion. Every time CSA units fire, small arms fire only, they have to make an ammo check. So only small arms units are subject to ammo loss. Ammo rolls only occur during non-assault combat, a fire action, advance en passant or pre-assault fire. Fire during an assault or a charge never causes an ammo roll, whether you're offensive or defensive. CSA regiments begin the game with a given number of ammo points. I think the ammo points is your starting strength level. Yes, it is. So we'll take an infantry. This 29th Virginia infantry starts with a strength of yeah, okay. It's not on the counter, it's on the table. 29th Virginia has a starting strength of 6. So 6 is its ammo level or limit. So